and welcome back to Teaching Statistical Thinking. In our last video, we looked at the distribution of a variable using histograms and bar charts. Today, we're going to compare two categorical variables using a contingency table and a mosaic plot. All right, let's get started. Let's look back into the Forbes Top 100 dataset. So what we want to do is we want to select two categorical variables, and so we're going to look at marital status, which is a categorical variable, and the variable of children yes or no, which is also a categorical variable. So we're going to go to Analyze, Fit Y by X, going to put children in the Y, and marital status right here in the X, and click OK. Alright, so here we have a mosaic plot which graphically represents the numbers we find in the contingency table. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the mosaic plot for now. So let's start with this right here. This is called a marginal, and it represents the relative frequency of the number of celebrities that did not have children and the number that did have children. So we can estimate that a little over 25%, say about 30% of celebrities did not have children, and then around 70% did have children. These widths represent the relative frequencies of the number of celebrities that were either divorced, engaged, married, or single. So we can actually estimate these as well. So divorced and engaged look to be about the same width as single. So I'd say this is around 20% or 1/5 of the total. Engaged looks to be about, say, 1/3 of divorced. So I'd guesstimate this around, say, 15% and this around 5%. And then I would say that married looks to be a little bit over 50%. So let's say around 20% of celebrities were single, a little over 50% of celebrities were married, and that's represented again in the width. Around 5% were engaged, and divorced was around 15%. So those percents are shown in the widths of these categories. Now if we look down here, we can actually see the contingency table. And just on a quick note, you'll notice that our count, or total number of celebrities in this analysis, is not 100, it's 98. So that is going to change our column percents, total percents, and row percents. Alright, now let's take a look at the contingency table, which gives us exact values for this mosaic plot up here. So if we look, 16 or 16% of the total number of celebrities were divorced, so that's this chunk right here, the width. 6 or 6% were engaged, so that's its width right here. 55 celebrities, or 56%, so this width of married, and 21 or around 21% were single. So we're actually pretty close in our estimates. So these numbers give us the count, as it says right here, of each of the numbers in the boxes. So we have 5 celebrities were both divorced and had no children. So that's this box right here. And that's the total number of celebrities that fall into this box. 11 celebrities were divorced and had children. So that's this blue area right here. 2 celebrities were engaged without and had no children. That's this box right here, this red one. 4 celebrities were engaged with children. That's this blue area right here. 5 celebrities were married without children. This rectangular box right here. And 50 were married with children. So that's this large blue area right here. 19 celebrities were married with no children. So this red area right here, it takes up most of the single category. And only 2 celebrities were single with children. So that's this small area up here. All right, so now let's look at the total percent, the column percent, and the row percent. All right, so let's look at the total percent. That we get that by dividing this number right here, 5, the total number in this group, the no and the divorced, by the total number 98 down here. So that gives us around 5.1% of celebrities were divorced and had no children. We do it again for the yes and divorced by dividing 11 by 98, and we get 11.2% were divorced and had children, so right here. And then let's take a look at the column percent. So the column percent we get by dividing this number right here by the total number that fell in the no children column, which is 31. So 31 celebrities had no children. So we divide this number right here by 31, and we get 16% of celebrities. Again, we can do that with the divorced and yes. So we divide 11 by 67, and we get 16.4%. And then if we look at the row, which is this way, we divide this number right here by 16. So 5 over 16 gives us about 31% of celebrities. And then if we look at 11 over 16, that rounds up to about 69% of celebrities. So if you notice, both the row and the column percents add up to 100%. So if you take the row percent, 31.25 plus 68.75 adds up to 100%. And if you take the column percents, we have 16, 6, 16, and 61. That all adds up to 100%. So no matter what you're looking at, all of the row percents and all of the column percents always add up to 100%. And these numbers right here as well, the 16, 6, 55, and 21 are always going to add up to the total. So the counts are going to add up column-wise and row-wise. So 5 plus 11 is 16, 2 plus 4 is 6, 5 plus 50 is 55. So all of these numbers are going to add up across. So you're always going to get the total number at the bottom. All right, so it looks like that's all we have for contingency analysis and mosaic plots. Next time we're going to look at comparing a numeric variable and a categorical variable using box plots. So we hope to see you then, and happy statistical thinking.